the Tattoo Nerd. Here to talk about an event that's coming up, probably at your local tattoo studio, though not every tattoo studio is going to be doing this, but it's a big deal if you're a tattoo collector because this is a fun event. It is going to be Friday the 13th here at the end of this week. So January 13th is a Friday the 13th, which means that a lot of tattoo studios are going to be offering a $13 tattoo special. So for $13, you're going to be able to go in and get a tattoo. Now, there's some caveats to this, and I kind of want to explain the ins and outs of the process and how to be prepared so that you understand, what to expect when you go to your tattoo studio and why tattoo studios are offering $13 tattoos. So let's address that question right now. The reason that tattoo studios have these kinds of events is because they want you to come check them out. That this is an opportunity for you to come see the studio, see the artwork, check out the tattooers' portfolios, see how they do things, just introduce themselves to the community and to new customers. You're going to have a couple of different people who are going out and getting tattoos, based on the type of shop they go to. If they've got a shop they like already, they're going to their preferred shop, and that's where they're going to go if their shop's having this event. And then you have people who are going to be going out and just checking out different shops that might be running this type of special. So we're going to address both those possibilities here during this video. So for $13, however, there's some limitations. Obviously, you're not going to be able to go in and don't be this guy. You're going to hear if you're waiting in line to get a tattoo during your $13 Friday 13th tattoo special event. You're going to hear this guy come in and go, "Hey, can I get this touched up for $13?" No, that doesn't happen. That's not the way this works. Or, "Hey, can I get a whole sleeve for $13?" No, can't get a whole sleeve for $13. That's not the way this works. As a matter of fact, the only tattoos you're going to be able to get for $13 are on flash sheets that the tattoo studio has available. As a matter of fact, you'll probably see this Friday the 13th tattoo flash sheet at a lot of shops because this is a very popular sheet. And that means that you're going to get a little tattoo from the sheet for $13. And before I go into the flash, let me talk about that price real quick. So there's a nautical tradition to tattooing. And it involves a lot of superstition, tattooing does. So for $13, you're getting a little tattoo, but 13 is an unlucky number. So most prices will be advertised as $13 plus a $7 tip. The $7, 7's a lucky number. That offsets the bad luck from 13. Don't argue about it, just go with it. $20, Friday the 13th, $13 tattoo special plus a $7 tip. You're still getting a little tattoo. It's a fun event, and you get something cool for it and everything else. So just don't question it. Just go with it. It's bad juju not to tip your tattoo artist anyways. So $20, 13 plus 7. That's what that works. How that works out. So tattoo flash. So you're going to see this tattoo flash, I'm sure, at a lot of tattoo studios. However, cooler tattoo studios, what they'll do is they'll have their tattooers actually design their own tattoo flash sheets. This will be a bunch of little tiny tattoos, maybe a little bit bigger than what you see here, so keep that in mind. You might get a little more tattoo bang for your buck if your studio, if the tattooers are making their own tattoo flash. That's why they're cool. Okay, so at the cooler studios, you're going to see custom flash sheets, and they'll be used. Everybody will have. It won't be this artist is doing this tattoo flash typically. It'll be everybody does, off everybody's sheets. But all the artists will have created their own tattoo flash. So while it's not custom, it's more unique, more distinctive than the mass-marketed sheet that I just showed you. Now, if your tattoo shop is really cool, if they're really on the beam, they may even have a Jason Sorrell Friday the 13th tattoo flash sheet. If you see a Jason Sorrell Friday the 13th tattoo flash sheet at your tattoo studio or any other Jason Sorrell tattoo flash, you can know that, my tattoo studio is a tattoo studio of distinction. But I'm not here to plug my tattoo flash, so don't worry about that. Just know that, I made one. My tattoo flash. That's, okay, so back to what we were talking about. Anyways, so that's the tattoo flash part. We talked about the money, talked about the price, so we're going to talk about the two different, possibilities as far as your venue is concerned for getting a tattoo. Either you're going to a popular shop, which kudos for you for having a popular shop, that's great. But you won't be the only one there then. You're not the only one that has the idea to go get a $13 tattoo if your tattoo studio is having a special. There's probably going to be a line. So if you want to be cool with your shop, you want to be cool with your tattooers and everything else, one of the things you can do is go in a day or two in advance and take a look at the tattoo flash and know what tattoo you're going to get beforehand. During the day of the tattoo flash, that poor tattoo help, whoever that is, that poor apprentice, if they're working the desk up front, they've got a crowd, and they're jostling trying to look at tattoo flash sheets. And they might have made multiple copies of the tattoo flash sheets, but there's never enough to accommodate all the people are up there. So they're jostling for position. They're trying to figure out, it's not even their turn. It's not even time for them to get a tattoo, but they're trying to figure out what they want and everything. It's something to do. So you kind of make things easier if you already know what you want. You can kind of glean, cool and everything else because, hey, you already know what you're doing. You got your tattoo picked out. You're ready to go. Show up early if you're going to a popular tattoo shop, because they probably are going to have a line, which means there's going to be a list. There's only so many 20 or 30 minute slots, depending on how much time they've allotted for each tattoo. 20 or 30 minutes is probably going to be tops. But there's only so many slots. So if they know it's going to be a busy day, they're going to have a number of slots available. You want to get there early. So if you're thinking that I'm going to go to my favorite tattoo studio, one of the most popular favorite tattoo studios in the whole city that's running this particular event, and slide in at 5:30 and get a tattoo in the evening, probably not going to happen. You probably needed to be there by 2 o'clock, because eventually the list gets cut off. So, just keep that in mind. Also, if you end up on the list and your slot's like, say, 3:30, keep in mind the tattooers, we're fuzzy about time. Time's a much looser concept to us than it is to other people. So when we say 3:30, that could be as early as 1:30. That could be as late as 5:30. So you just kind of want to play it by ear and just be cool and hang out. And bring something to do, because you might be there for a little while. Bring your friends, because they might want to. It's an event. It's supposed to be fun. $13 tattoos. They might get a $13 tattoo also. Get on the list. Yeah, so it's very cool, and it helps your tattoo shop by introducing new people to them, and to what they got going on, and all that. So definitely bring something to do, and bring friends, because you don't want to be that one person sitting there just I don't know, reading a book. Well, wait, so I'm the tattoo nerd, so I definitely recommend reading. I highly recommend reading as much as possible. So bring your book. As a matter of fact, join a book circle, and then bring all of them to the Friday the 13th tattoo special and get matching tattoos, because your shop will definitely appreciate that. You can all read together and everything else, and be in line, and it's all fun. As a matter of fact, talk to your tattooer about the books he's reading, because, fun fact, tattooers are highly intellectual. You'd be surprised. So definitely bring, just show up, have something to do, be prepared to wait in line, basically, is what I'm saying. The other way you could possibly go, if you don't have a particular shop in mind, or if you're new in town and you're trying to figure out what shops got going, what the different shops is going on, what shops you might want to go to in the future, this is a good way to get out and check out different shops. So even if you stop into a tattoo shop and it's really busy, you're not going to be able to get in, at least you can look at portfolios. At least you can check things out. They're welcoming the public to come in and peruse and check things out and ask questions. That's what this whole event is about. So it's a good way to get out and introduce yourself and be introduced to new tattoo studios if you're not familiar with tattoo studios in your area. Also, I wanted to bring up this. Tattooers, even though they're doing little $13 tattoos today, if you have a tattoo idea or you have something that you're thinking about in the future, this is a good time to talk to your tattooer about what it is you want to do, especially if you like what they got going on the Friday 13th special. On the Friday 13th special, they want you to talk about your tattoo future. You'll probably be asked by your tattooers, do you think about getting any tattoos down the road? Now, January, speaking of, by the way, January 13th won't be the only Friday the 13th this year. There's also October 13th. So should you miss this event and want to go to another one, well, then the October 13th you can go to. It'll probably be spooky and cool, and that'll be fun. But the January event's important to your tattoo studio, because this is the slow season for tattoo studios. So your tattooer, your tattoo studio will probably be more flexible with pricing down the road, especially if you're going to get a tattoo in the next couple of months, February, March. And let me explain why that's important. So you might be thinking, well, I get my tattoos in the summer because that's when I want to show off my skin. Right now I'm wearing a jacket and it's cold and I don't want to be out in the water or anything else. And that's true, but think about what needs to be done during the healing process for the first 2 weeks. You got to keep your tattoo out of the sun. You got to keep it out of water. So during the wintertime, no problem. No one's going swimming. No one is, going out and sunbathing or anything like that. So if you get your tattoo during this period, it helps your tattoo studio out because, like I said, things are slow. It also means that when you do the big skin reveal in the summer, your tattoo's already healed. So you're not sitting out at the pool because you can't put your tattoo in the water while your friends are having a good time. You got your tattoo in advance. You're thinking ahead. A lot of tattooing, our whole industry, a lot of it's about thinking ahead. So this is an opportunity for you to get a tattoo and be prepared for the summer. So where I was going with this before I went on a tangent, is that when you're talking to your tattooer about tattoo pricing, especially if you're going to get a tattoo during the next couple of months, they're going to be more flexible, more than likely. So if they quote you $350 for a tattoo price, maybe you can get them to come down for $50 off that price, whereas in July or August, they'd have less incentive to do so. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you're getting a tattoo or thinking about getting a tattoo this year, earlier is better. During the slow season, that's the best time to get it because you're going to get your best price. So I think I've covered everything. I have a list. This is how I keep my thoughts together and everything else. I lose track of what I'm doing, eating breakfast in the morning. So that's the way it goes. So I think I've covered all my points about the Friday the 13th special. Definitely check it out. If you can't go to the January 13th, check out the October 13th special if your shop is having it. Shops that might not be having it this month might be having it in October and everything. And if your shop is doing both, why not go to both? That's all cool too. So a little bit about me, Jay Sorrell, Tattoo Nerd. This is what I do. I have a blog where I write about tattooing and tattooers and the tattoo industry, being a tattoo customer, how tattoos heal, how tattoo machines work, just everything to do with tattoos. I love tattoos, love talking about tattoos, and there'll be more embarrassing videos like this one in the future. So definitely keep an eye on this channel. But that's what I do. That's the whole thing. I design tattoos. I've tattooed for over a decade now. So that's the Tattoo Nerd. And yeah, here's some of my artwork behind me. Let me step out of the way. Some of my work, tattoo designs that I've done. So definitely check me out. I'm going to have a link to the tattoo blog in the bottom here, and you can check me out wherever. You can comment also in the different venues I'll be using. So yeah, if you leave comments, that's very cool. I really appreciate it. Just feedback on what we got going on. So yeah, that's the Friday the 13th tattoo event. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. And I appreciate you checking things out. I'm out. Thanks.